We share a lot of stories from all over the state. Turns out there was a pretty important one right here at Fox 6. Val Sieber has been with our station for several years. Her daughter, Trinity, has battled a rare birth injury her entire life. Our Nicole Coughlin reveals the new device that's making a difference.
The stacks at the Milwaukee Public Library are filled with different stories. Among them, a story that's starting a new chapter. It isn't sitting on a shelf, it's sitting at the circulation desk. Trinity Sieber's story began on August 29, 2001.
At the time of the birth, I'm noticing that it wasn't as smooth as my other kids.
Her mother, Val, recalls the day vividly.
After hours of trying to get this kid to be born, I hear this really faint cry.
A healthy baby girl, except
I noticed that she wasn't able to stretch her arm like her left.
the doctor had troubling news.
This was the worst shoulder distortion case I've ever seen.
Trinity sustained a birth trauma called brachial plexus injury.
The brachial plexus itself is a complex of nerves that branches off of the spinal cord around the level of the neck. As it continues to branch further, it controls motion and sensation of the arm.
And I lost maybe 90% of my mobility.
And cases like Trinity's,
Incredibly rare.
leaving her mother with one question.
Can you fix this?
The question would lead to 6 surgeries in 9 years, all away from home and family.
My emotions, obviously, were running high.
Ask Trinity about that time.
I'm like, oh, this is fun. I'm traveling. I don't know what's going on, but I'm finna have fun.
In fact, it's a positive outlook she still carries today. As a senior at Milwaukee Lutheran, she walks the halls with confidence. But it wasn't always that way.
I just was like, I don't know how to deal with this. I hated how ugly I looked.
I didn't know what to do. I cried a lot.
The elementary and middle school years were the hardest.
People still were excluding me from being in their cliques, or they didn't know how to process it.
She never complained that she couldn't tie her shoe or comb her hair or put her own earrings on.
They wanted to be like that.
Yes.
Instead, she used her experience to find her voice.
I'm gonna be just fine, whether people accept that or not, and that's when I just stopped caring.
She used that voice to change her narrative.
She had been saying since she was 12, 13 that she wanted a bionic limb.
And then she found this.
Then I seen Myomo, and I'm like, ooh, let me click on this.
A robotics company called Myomo, short for My Own Motion.
That's when I just sent this email to them saying, hi, my name is Trinity Sieber. I sustained an injury called brachial plexus.
The company responded almost immediately.
Your daughter Trinity wrote us about this arm, and we want to come and meet her. I'm like, my daughter Trinity? She goes, yeah.
We think you're gonna be a great candidate. And I'm like, I'm gonna be a great candidate.
She was ready for the Myo Pro, a robotic brace that gives arm mobility back to those who've lost it.
It's most easily understood as sort of like Iron Man without the fireballs. Because it is this thing that you wear on the outside of you, and it moves only when you tell it to move. It's not stimulating you. You're sending command signals to it.
There was still a problem.
I got to figure out a way to get it for her. This is her life.
The cost.
It's going to be an uphill battle for insurance for this device. And of course, they denied her the first time.
Once again, Trinity's voice
I wrote them a letter saying, I really want this device and I want to get approved for it. Please help.
made a difference. She was approved. In February, Trinity became the first teen in Wisconsin to receive a Myo Pro.
Right now, I am in the process of training. I've learned how to open and close my hand for the first time and lift my arm up, things I could never do.
Her new arm takes practice.
The learning curve can range from, a few weeks to a few months for people, so long as they stick with it.
And while she's starting to get the hang of it,
It's more like my muscles doing the work for me.
the pride comes naturally.
I'm like cyborg, I'm like half human, half robot, so I'm just like, ooh, I'm gonna enjoy this then.
It's a nice spring color.
Bringing with it possibilities.
I always wanted to hug somebody normally. I know that's probably so random, but I was never able to hug people.
Trinity will graduate high school in just a couple of months.
I see myself in my future getting my master's degree in what I want to study.
Thank you.
And I'm working for either BuzzFeed or New York Times because that's always my dream.
Everything she puts her mind to, she succeeds at it. So the sky is the limit for her.
She's ready to turn the page.
I don't want a pity party. Like, I can enjoy my life even with this injury. It's not going to do anything to me.
There's still so much of her story left to be written. Nicole Coughlin, Fox 6 News.
We can't wait to hear it. For more information about injuries like Trinity's and that new device, head to the links page of our website, fox6now.com, or your Fox 6 News app.